Welcome. You're listening to the calming sounds of the Tidepool Orchestra. Side A.
Hello, and welcome to our premiere episode for the revival of the Tidepool Orchestra. I was your host of the old show. My name is Brian. Alex is not with us tonight, but our new regular co-host is Mike. Say hello, Mike.
Hello, Mike.
Yep.
Wow, classic. So original.
That's Jordan.
What can I say? I'm
Hi,
old school.
I'm Jordan.
We also have Noah.
Hello.
Alright, that's everyone. Alright, cool. I'm so good at hosting. Alright.
You are good at hosting, Bry Guy.
We're just gonna throw some things out. Tidepool Orchestra was a podcast formed in like 2011 or 2012. We had about 10 regular episodes with a couple of extra episodes after and around that. And then we went on indefinite hiatus. But we're back.
We're back, baby.
We're back!
For
A
an
dinosaur
indefinite
story.
amount of time.
I mean, I'm definitely new here, but
We're back, he said, running into a building he had never been in before.
it's
Flipping
almost
on
like it
all
feels
the lights.
familiar.
Yeah. All right. So
Start
Kick us off,
Brian.
MC man.
I just want to do a little bit more explanation to what Tidepool Orchestra is.
I have
Basically,
no fucking clue.
yep. Basically, it's an old tape cassette. You place it inside of the thing, and it makes the clicky sounds.
Click, click.
All right. And
I have a
we're
question.
Yep.
Why is it called Tidepool Orchestra? Do we play band?
Please
I
save
mean, instruments?
please save all questions until the end of the podcast.
You got that? You can't ask any questions during this recording.
None at all, even if they're really good questions that pertain to the topic at hand.
What is the topic at hand? Wait,
What the fuck we are?
I'm not allowed to ask questions. All right, yeah, we can ask questions. Tidepool Orchestra was named from the previous co-host, Alex, but he's currently unavailable to record because he has a normal job and normal sleeping hours, apparently. And you will hear more about that during the intermission. We are
Oh,
on
cool.
side A. We are not near the intermission right now.
It's gonna be
So-
a while.
So if this is set up like it's a cassette tape recording, then then what exactly is the intermission? Is it just the sounds you hear outside your window while you're flipping the tape over?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Click.
It's just the host whispering in your ear as you take the tape out of the cassette.
Whispering
There.
sweet nothings like,
It's
yeah,
all-
you flipped that tape over.
It's all the oysters and the anemones singing softly in the orchestra.
Oh, it's like
With
that one
prawns like
song.
these, who needs anemones?
Thank you, Mike.
I might want
Okay.
to fire Mike for that.
No.
Are you
How can
paying
you
him?
fire
I'm not getting
for
paid.
Tidepool?
Anyway,
Hey, so like anyone can like join this conversation. Did you realize that? Not that it'll be a problem.
anyone can join this conversation.
Yeah, because we're in general chat.
We're recording
yeah.
using Discord, and anyway, I
I
don't
mean, how
think
long
it's
will this go on?
Aren't we such great and thoughtful planners of this event that we're doing?
Yeah, we're very professional.
Let's talk
Mhm.
video games.
Yeah.
Don't use that word here.
Don't
I
use-
agree with Brian. Let's
All
go
right,
ahead and
what kind of
start
video
talking about video
games?
games.
All right, so earlier today there was a 40-minute long Smash Brothers Nintendo Direct video uploaded to their YouTube. It was a-
I was asleep.
Yep. I feel like I'm the only one in the entire group right now who has seen it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So tell us.
Okay, everybody here is familiar with what Super Smash Brothers is, right?
What?
Yes.
Okay. So this is the final Nintendo Direct
Wait,
before the...
wasn't that? Wait, hold on. Like, didn't that come out for the N64?
Originally.
Okay,
Okay.
cool. We'll go through the whole history of Smash Bros. Before we get into the nitty gritty of what the one video that was uploaded today was about. Okay.
Cool.
Yeah. So it originally came out for the Nintendo 64.
That's about as far as my knowledge goes with it.
Wow. All right. The original Smash Bros. Was going to be about something else entirely, but then I believe they used Nintendo characters as like a last minute decision, and it just kind of spiraled from there.
What a mistake.
I know, right?
Yeah, like the word spiraled is usually used to describe something bad getting worse. So
I mean, spoiler alert. That's what I'm leading into.
Hey, it gets better first, and then it tanks.
All right. So
Yes.
after Smash Bros. Came out for the N64, there was a one for every Nintendo game system thereafter. The GameCube one. How many years was that in between? I think it was like
Melee is probably about 2 or 3 years. I think Melee came out like 2002, 2003.
I think it was
when did the GameCube come out?
4 or 5 years. Yeah, like 3,
I believe
4 or
the
5 years,
GameCube
somewhere in
was
that range.
2001.
I remember Super Smash Bros. 1 coming out probably 99, 98.
Guys, we're all on computers.
No,
Yeah,
we're
but I
not.
can't type because my mechanical keyboard is so loud.
So Smash Brothers for the N64 came out in 1999. Smash Bros. Melee for the GameCube, the best one in
November
the franchise.
21st, 2001.
Yep.
Good job, Mike.
So about 2 years.
Melee is the only good one because it has the GameCube controllers.
Actually, you can plug the GameCube controller into the Wii and play Brawl with the GameCube controller, and that's the only way that Brawl is playable.
Look at Mr. fucking smart guy over here.
Brawl isn't playable at all, ever.
You know
No,
what?
it's playable with a GameCube controller, and that's it.
Listen. I may have fabricated the extent of my knowledge on Smash Bros. I found Brawl really, really playable when I used it to jailbreak my Wii.
Yeah, Smash Bros. Brawl is important for like two historical things. Number one, they started adding shit into the Smash Bros. Franchise that wasn't good, like tripping. And number two, there was a huge like vulnerability with that and an SD card, and you could just hack your Wii super easy with it. And it came out in 2008, which I believe
they added in Meta Knight.
They did. They added in a lot of characters.
Let's go through some of the characters, including
History
Solid
repeats.
fucking Snake.
Yeah, they brought in Snake.
Everyone's invited.
Let's see.
Even Konami.
The first game had 8 characters. The second game had quite a few more.
Only 8? I thought the first game had like 12. I didn't realize it was only 8.
Yeah, Smash Bros. for the N64 only had 8 characters.
It seemed like so much more at the time. I don't know how it ever compared to Tekken.
Tekken.
What about Marvel versus Capcom? That was the stuff right there. Can we cuss?
Yeah.
I don't know what we determined on that.
Well, I'm not going to bother
already did.
censoring, so.
Self-censor. Got it. This is going to be hard as shit. Fuck!
God
good.
damn it!
So, yeah, Smash Bros. For the Wii came out in 2008, and then 6 years later, it came out for simultaneously the Nintendo 3DS and the Wii U. Who do you know who has owned a Wii U?
Raise your hands.
Me.
Isn't that just like an add-on for the Wii?
That's exactly what my parents thought it was, too.
That's exactly what
I thought it was.
Everybody thought it was that. Everybody thought it was just an add-on or a second controller for the Wii. But
I
like
didn't
You get a controller for your Wii and it has a screen in it. Sorry, Jordan, go ahead.
Oh, I was just saying, I didn't think so. I
Yeah,
just thought it was a real console, and I was really fucking disappointed that it didn't add actual good games that use the pad in a good way.
You know what upset me
fucked
most
it
about
up.
it?
I don't know. I thought their Nintendo DS Virtual Console library was pretty good.
That was pretty alright. I enjoyed playing some of the classic DS games without a DS. But the thing that upset me most about the Wii U was when it was basically a Wii, slightly better graphics. You got the gamepad, but you know what they took away? Freaking GameCube games.
Yep.
Oh,
that was a
it didn't
sad
have
panda.
GameCube compatibility. That sucks.
They did release, specifically for Smash Bros., a GameCube controller adapter that plugged in through the USB drives of the Wii U, allowing you to use up to 4 GameCube controllers, because they knew that for a Smash Bros. Game, you can only use the GameCube controllers.
What good
Yeah,
is
but then
that
they
if I
released
can't
this
play
shitty
my?
knockoffs.
What good is that if I can't play my Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles, Brian? It's not.
You know what? Another the funniest thing I ever did with the GameCube controller adapter for the Wii.
Used on
I
your
once-
computer for emulators?
Yes.
No, I did not. So I've got this this brick. That's the only way I can put it. It's this square that has a GameCube plug on a cord on one end, and on the other end, it's got plugins for a Nintendo 64, Super Nintendo, regular Nintendo, or a Sega Master System controller. So the idea is you can use all these old controllers on either your GameCube or your Wii. And I actually played Resident Evil 4 on a Wii with the Super Advantage controller, the giant arcade stick.
I mean, weird flex, but okay.
Way to be
Shut up,
relevant
Brian.
as
You would
hell.
do that. You
That's
would
exactly something Brian would do.
Would absolutely do that.
Like,
That's
I'm
gonna
gonna
date
put my
this
console
episode
in a
like fucking
toaster.
2 years down the road.
Yeah,
something
me
I could see
talking
Brian
about like the
doing.
new Smash thing that came out earlier today is not going to date the episode at all.
Oh, weird flex, but okay.
Honestly, though, that meme is so topical, it's probably going to last a few more months, so we're fine.
It's like Lost. It's probably not gonna die. It's like Lost.
It's like Lost, won't die.
Yeah,
It
unfortunately.
never gets old.
You know what we should do? Since there's 4 of us, when we post this to YouTube, we should have 4 little icons that's actually lost.
No. Why
Can I
would you do
get-
that?
Can I be the miscarriage? I want to be the miscarriage.
I feel like
Guys,
Any
we're
of
getting
us
off track.
has-
The real miscarriage was the Wii U Smash Brothers.
I feel like the actual
Oh.
miscarriage was the Wii U in general.
It started introducing new
right back around.
characters, such as Villager from Animal Crossing, the Mega Min, Wii Fit Trainer, Little Mick,
Oomph.
the Pac-Man.
Hey, remember when Sam and Ness have been in more Smash Bros. Games than their own games?
Oh god, that's
Who's-
sad.
Who's Sam? Are you talking about Samus?
No, it's the other. Never mind.
I know Lucas. I don't know Sam. Who's Sam?
Yeah, Lucas. Sorry.
Wait,
Like I
Okay.
said, the extent of my Smash Bros. Knowledge is in 64.
I mean,
You should play Brawl, or not Brawl. You should play Melee. Melee for the GameCube. that is a really good title.
Can I
But
borrow your GameCube?
no.
Ness came out.
Just get Dolphin.
Ness wasn't in any games before Smash Bros, was he?
He was in Earthbound.
It's an Earthbound.
Brian, you just lost all credibility. As if
Um,
you had any to begin with, but
The Wii U and
It
3DS had DLC characters.
why?
Gloss over that.
Let's not get into the conversation of amiibos.
The the amiibos. They had Mii fighters, which you could dress up in outfits such as like the Geno outfit, and that's the closest that guy will ever be in Smash.
So
Okay,
it's a
but
Smash character that you can decorate?
If I
Oh,
can't
yeah.
play Mega Man with my own head, the game is literally unplayable.
So characters 51, 52, and 53 are 3 different Mii fighters: Brawler, Swordsman, and Gunner, which you could buy DLC outfits for and make them dress up as like different characters that aren't in the game. Or you could just use like regular Miis that you've collected. So, for example, a lot of people would do Rick and Morty in Smash Bros.
So let me
Turn
get this
myself into a
straight.
shitty game, Morty.
This
I'm
kind
shitty
of
game Rick.
this kind of make it like Little Big Planet, where you can staple random shit to your head and make your character anything you want.
Almost. I mean, you have to use pre-selected items. But
Pre-selected items, but you collect Mii's.
Hey, buy this action figure so you can play it in your game.
Oh, fuck that. He means actually literally collecting an object? Hell no.
Yeah, you buy the amiibos and you can use them in the game, and you can use those for the new Smash Brothers for the Switch, and it automatically unlocks whichever character you scan in.
When you said collect Miis, I thought you meant like the little Miis that you make on the Wii. You know,
Yeah,
the little
the-
player characters that you make look like you, or what
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
you
want to
have
look like.
those, and then you buy the action figures to put outfits
No.
onto those little characters.
You don't need to buy the action
Boo.
figures to put the outfits on
Boo.
the characters. You buy the DLC in game to get outfits for them. The outfits are unrelated to the amiibos.
Oh,
Hmm.
well, thank God for that. I'm glad they didn't combine two terrible decisions.
They had one of the outfits was Chocobo. You could just play as a Chocobo
Chocobo.
from Final
From
Fantasy.
Final Fantasy.
The fluffy chickens, the fluffy ostrich chickens.
Yeah,
What's
they have a whole song for him.
Cloud from Final Fantasy is character number 61 on the roster. Also, Ryu was number 60 from Street Fighter.
Cloud and Ryu are in the new Smash Brothers.
They were in the Wii U and 3DS Smash Brothers.
What the? Why? Why?
Also, Bayonetta and the Pac-Man.
Bayonetta. That
Well,
doesn't seem
Pac-Man kind
appropriate.
of makes.
And
Sorry.
Duck Hunt.
That makes sense too.
I like how the announcer in Smash really tried to separate duck and hunt.
Duck Hunt.
Fine.
Don't you mean the cunt?
So the 3DS and Wii U games came out in 2014, and then the new one coming out later this year, 2018. So we have a 2-year gap, followed by a 7-year gap between Melee and Brawl, a 6-year gap between Brawl and Wii U, and then 4 years between Wii U and Ultimate.
It's almost like there's no consistent pattern at all, and Nintendo does whatever the hell they want.
I was gonna say I'm not understanding any of this. It sounds like you're like following a spreadsheet analysis at a business meeting here.
That's exactly. Have you met Brian?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
just-
I went to school with him.
I'm so
Yeah.
sorry.
they introduced.
It's okay. It's entertaining.
It's entertaining.
Sorry that I couldn't go to school with him. Oh,
Yeah.
They introduced Inkling as the first new character for the new Smash Bros. Inkling is from Splatoon. It's a little girl, and she shoots ink, and she turns into a squid. Little girl squid.
but is she a kid or a squid?
She is both, and neither.
Schrodinger's character.
The important thing is she's underaged. Don't look at her too closely.
That doesn't
But
that
she's
doesn't stop anyone, and you know it.
She's actually 9,000 years old if you read the manga.
Actually, there is some deep lore about Inkling that makes it
Let's
almost
not. Let's
incompatible
fucking
with.
not. We are
It makes
already
it almost
so far
incompatible.
off topic.
So the Inklings from Splatoon. Splatoon takes place in a post-apocalyptic
right
Earth
now.
setting.
Is she basically like a monster girl waifu? Because I can get behind that.
It's a post-apocalyptic Earth setting. The Inkling characters cannot actually survive in water. There are no humans, but they did find remnants of humans. There are actual skeletons that you can find in the game that are holding Wii U controllers.
So they're a product
All right,
of the pollution
Nintendo,
of
getting
the Earth.
Too meta.
So it probably takes place like 5 years from now when nobody knows what a Wii U is.
Don't you mean
I barely know what one is.
during the life cycle of the Wii U?
Yep. The next character that they introduced for the new Smash Bros. Was Ridley.
He's too big.
He's too big, usually.
I dig that.
That's how you know the roster is too big, is because Ridley's in it.
Excuse me, but what if they decided to put Ridley in the Smash? Because in the actual game, he's like the size of that tiny astronaut guy from Pikmin. What the fuck is his name? Olimar?
Yeah.
Olimar.
Yeah, he's that
Why
big.
don't they put Olimar in Smash?
Olimar is in Smash.
He already did.
He's in Smash?
Yeah.
He's in Brawl.
Do you want me to go through the entire fucking roster?
Brian, please. Please.
Apparently we're swearing now.
Yeah.
We got
fucking mouth,
swearing.
guy.
we got Ice Climbers. We got Dr. Mario. We got
Ice fucking climbers.
What's Ice Climber? What is that?
Ice
You don't
Climber.
know
That's
Ice
an old
Climbers?
school Nintendo
No.
game.
Ice Climbers was on the NES. Ice Climbers were available since Melee. They were in Melee, Brawl, not in the Wii
I
U or
know
3DS.
that system as the Famicom. I think.
Ice Climbers!
Ice Climbers were not in the Wii U 3DS game because they could not figure out how to get it to work for the 3DS for their 8-player Smash.
Do you think
I wouldn't mind an
people
8-player
will be
Smash.
able to wobble in this game?
I'm sorry?
Oh, I forgot. You don't know anything about competitive Melee. But in Melee, if you play Ice Climbers, there's a thing called wobbling, where you can basically trap a character using whatever the fuck their names are, and it basically KOs them pretty easily.
Nana and Popo.
Wait,
Yeah.
Jordan.
Yes.
Don't mansplain Super Smash Brothers to me.
I was doing it for Brian because he doesn't know anything about it, I'm pretty sure, unless he's just being an asshole, because sometimes he does that.
Sometimes I do
Yeah.
that, though.
You said doo-doo.
Pokemon Trainer is a character. He has Charizard, Squirtle, and Ivysaur. They cut out most of that for the 3DS Wii U, and you could only play as Charizard, but they brought Squirtle and Ivysaur back.
You know what I don't understand?
Most things.
Yeah.
Okay, well you're not completely off the scale there, but also they have Pokemon Trainer who has 3 Pokemon, and then they also have Pokemon as playable characters.
Yep, they got Lucario, they got Greninja, they have Sonic the Hedgehog.
All acceptable
How did
Nintendo.
How did they do that? How did they get the Sega mascot into a Super Smash Brothers game?
A lot of money.
They brought Sonic in during Brawl.
Yeah, and Sega's dying anyway. So
Yeah.
Never mind the fact that Sega is dead. Never mind that.
Yeah, they brought in Sonic to be in their Mario game. They brought in Mega Man from Capcom. They brought in Wii Fit Trainer. That's dead. They brought in Simon Belmont. He's cool.
From Castlevania, but
That's
he's he's Konami, but he's still Nintendo because Super Castlevania 4 was on Super Nintendo. Actually, so was Castlevania 1, 2, and 3.
Yep.
Oh, they had like Oddworld games on the Game Boy, but you don't see like Abe and Munch in here. Yeah,
You should.
So, what kind of developer did Oddworld?
The
best kind.
Neversoft? I don't know.
Neversoft?
I think it's just their own company, Oddworld Inhabitants.
Rip Neversoft.
They brought in King K. Rool and Isabelle from Animal Crossing. Those are both in
Why?
Why to which one?
furries.
Why to Isabelle? I don't want to hurt that precious little cinnamon dog.
Precious little cinnamon dog. I just want to kick her ass. She's a nice little secretary dog.
I'm not one for kink shaming, but that's kind of fucked up, Brian.
All right. So then we had the Smash Brothers reveal thing today. So they introduced 3 new characters. They got Ken from Street Fighter.
Okay, he's like the palette swapped Ryu.
Yep, and they even point that out, saying he was the original palette swap. But then they said, well, maybe Luigi was the first palette swap. And it's like, okay,
well,
guys.
like the first Mario game or 2, maybe. But then he was slightly taller in Mario World.
He was slightly taller in the Super Mario Bros. 2 American version, where it was basically just a redo of Doki Doki Panic from Japan.
Okay, Mr. Fucking Show Me Up.
Yeah. Then they brought in another Pokemon. This one is named Incineroar, and he is a very buff, muscular...
Incineroar?
Whoa, he's not part of the 151.
No, neither was Greninja or Lucario, but okay.
I don't recognize any of those names.
Incineroar is basically
it's the Gen 7 fire.
Yeah. He is like a professional wrestler, cat monster.
But he's not a fighting type. God forbid Pokemon do another fighting fire type.
He has a wrestling belt around his waist that is constantly on fire.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
And he's
This
in
dude
slot
is hot.
69.
He's slot
This is
69.
fucking
Yep.
hot.
So then they started going into all the other nitty-gritty details, like their new adventure mode is called Spirit Mode.
Adventure mode?
Yeah, adventure mode started with Smash Bros. Brawl and ended with Smash Bros. Brawl, and now they're bringing it back. The Wii U
I'm not gonna
3DS
speak.
one took away the story mode and replaced it with, was it Flappy Bird? No, not Flappy Bird. Angry Birds. Yeah, basically you just slingshotted your character icon from one side of the screen to the other and immediately closed the game and went and did something better with your life.
You say that as if people actually played it.
They announced that there will be DLC for this Smash Bros. Game for the Nintendo Switch.
Waluigi were right.
Waluigi's already an assist trophy. No Waluigi. Fuck you and your Waluigi.
I'd
You know,
say
honestly-
if Wario's in, then Waluigi should be in. Go ahead.
I
Sorry,
agree
Mike.
with that. I agree with that. But honestly, I don't care one way or the other. I like to be behind the hype that is causing the most panic and ruckus.
We're never getting
Mhm.
Gino. Never.
That's fair.
That might actually date this podcast episode more than anything. So there's going to be DLC. There's going to be 5 upcoming characters. Each character will come with their own battlefield and song, but not necessarily all connected. Like you might get like a rando character with a rando battlefield
Wait, I didn't know Battlefield was releasing on the Switch.
platform. Yep. Yep.
The graphics
Call
are
of
probably going to be
Duty.
a lot worse.
Can I play Fortnite, man? In Smash?
Technically, you can. It's free on the Switch.
Is that what kids are
I
saying
know,
now?
but I want him in Smash Ultimate.
And then
I
they,
want to be able to do the dance.
at the very end, they revealed the
Stop.
very first free DLC character that you can get for Smash Bros.
Is it PD Piranha?
Yep.
Well, it's just
Wait,
called
are you
Piranha
fucking
Plant,
serious?
though.
It's just a piranha plant from the Mario
Good
Bros.
Lord.
Games. It's just a
I-
potted plant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to know why it's a free DLC before release of Smash Ultimate. Why just fucking add it to the roster?
I think
It's too
they
late.
said that
They're
it's
done working on it.
a timed exclusive DLC character that you
It's
can
a
get.
fucking plant.
That you
They
can
want
get.
to nickel and dime you.
They really want to nickel and dime you. This is if you pre-order some of the DLC, you get PD Piranha, or not
Yeah,
PD
let me
Piranha. You get
pre-order
Piranha
this free
Plant.
DLC right quick.
Piranha
PD Piranha,
Plant's
what the fuck
final.
is PD Piranha?
PD Piranha was a boss character in a lot of different Mario games, and Piranha Plant's final smash in this game is he turns into PD Piranha.
Okay.
In much the same way that, when Toadette touches a crown, she turns into Princess Peach.
Ooh, let's not talk about that crown.
Bowsette, added.
I like Bowsette.
Me too.
I like Boozette.
Same.
it's-
Okay, Boozette is Bay.
It's
Hell
hot.
yeah.
So you can get Piranha Plant for free if you register your game by January 31st. After January 31st, you will have to pay top dollar to play as this potted plant.
Mm. Can the potted plant move?
Oh, wouldn't that be great if it couldn't? Yeah, there's pictures of it moving around. It has there's no bottom to the pot. It holds the pot with its leaves and it walks around with its little root feet.
Endless
That's-
pot.
Mm.
That sounds like my kind of day.
Does Piranha Plant have toenails?
Please say no.
Does he have actual tiny, tiny feet on his roots with toenails?
Please
What
say no.
What do Piranha Plant's feet smell like? Haha.
Probably digested meat, bug meat.
Brian, you can't say shit because you obsess over a lot of things, and you know exactly what I'm talking about.
What, cannibalism?
No, No, I'm talking
I
about
mean-
if is Luigi circumcised, Jordan?
Well, is
No.
he?
Something they've asked me.
No,
Is Luigi Jewish? Is he Jewish?
no, he's Italian.
But
He is
he's
very
Italian.
Italian.
Wait, he's Italian, but he was raised in Brooklyn during the 1980s or 1970s, where that was just a common thing in America.
Are you shitting me?
Was he really raised during that time? Because if you look at ancient Roman statues of like David displaying their penis on display, they are not circumcised.
Wasn't David one of the fighters for the Jewish people?
He might have been, but the statue of David was sculpted by Leonardo da Vinci.
Wasn't the statue of David
You mean
also?
Leonardo
Also, didn't
DiCaprio?
David happened before
Yeah,
Abraham?
Leonardo DiCaprio. Sorry, my bad.
Didn't the story of David and Goliath take place before Abraham took his son to the mountain and chopped his dick off?
I don't think.
I really have no idea.
It takes place after that because the first circumcisions were during the book of Exodus, which is only the second book of the. Why are we talking about this?
Yeah, Mike, David was circumcised.
Yeet.
Yeah, there's a section in the Bible, Exodus, I think 4:25, that states that this woman got really angry at Moses, took a sharpened rock, cut her son's foreskin off, and threw it at his feet.
Man, I'm
Wow.
down with it as long as people know how to bathe regularly.
Hang on. Hey, what if we pause for a moment, do our intermission, and come back and stop talking about penises, maybe?
That sounds good to me.
I can't
I
promise
warn
anything.
you that I was going to say the same thing Jordan said.
End of side A. Please continue on side B.